Let's talk about using VLOOKUP to figure out the grades for these students. These are students that we have the scores for, and as you can see, there is a long list of students here. So first thing I want to do before using VLOOKUP is populate their student IDs. And so as you can see here, we can use the fill handle to autofill the IDs going down. As you can see, it goes to the consecutive number. Or to make it easy on me, instead of doing it by dragging it this way, let me undo what I did. So Control Z to undo. I can double click on this fill handle and it will do the hard work for me. It fills it all the way down, as you can see. And if you want to make sure that the color doesn't go away, you can click on this autofill options, and we want to fill without the formatting. So you want to fill the fill handle without the actual formatting, and that will preserve the formatting for each cell. Okay, so now let's use VLOOKUP to figure out the score for each person. And so the way VLOOKUP works, again, V stands for vertical. And so we are going to take the score for each person and then start checking vertically one by one until we find where the score falls. And you can see 735 falls somewhere in this range. And so 735, we want to return the grade A- back in here. And also notice that 735 falls in a range, so we're going to be using closest match to figure out the grade for that person. So to use VLOOKUP, you can simply type it in equals VLOOKUP, or we can go to formulas, lookup and reference, and towards the bottom you should see VLOOKUP. So my lookup value is the score. So I want to find the score in this range. So that my lookup value is the score. The table array is this range right here. And my column index number that I'm interested in, which has the grade, is number 3. So again, we want to know the grade. So grade is not in 1, not in 2, but in 3. So we want column index number 3 back. And then the last argument, I should ask myself, am I checking for exact matches here or a closest match? In this case, it's a closest match. As you can see, there is a range of values where I'm expecting the score to either fall in the range or to match the exact value. And so in this case, we're going to be finding the closest match. And so to say, to use approximate or closest match here, it says that we can put the word true, or omitted means we can leave it blank. So I have the option of type true here, or leave it blank. It's up to me. Let's type true. You see that it's returning A- for this person. Click OK. Here we go. We have A-. Now let's say if I double click to get to the rest of the grades. Let's see if it works. And sure enough, it's not working. Why? Because if you double click on this and you see what's happening here, it's not locking the range. So as I copy the formula down, my table array is also going down with it. So I want to tell Excel, I want to tell the VLOOKUP to lock this range so it does not change on us when we copy the formula down. So let me undo my changes first. So Control Z to undo. You can also click on this option here to undo what you did. And so you double click on the formula and you want to lock or anchor this range. So you want to change this to absolute cell reference. And the quickest way to do that is hit F4 key on your keyboard, F4, to add the dollar symbols to make it absolute cell reference. If you're using a laptop, you may want to hold the function key as well. So you hold Fn before you tap the F4 key. So Fn, F4. But if you have like a standalone keyboard, like in my case, I'm using a desktop, so you can simply hit F4 on your keyboard. So hit enter, and now we can double click on the fill handle. It copies the formula down, and to preserve the formatting, I can click here and then fill without formatting. And look how quickly and nice it is. We know the grades for each person without having to manually figure out the grade for each person.